So my whole entire life, I really just struggled with who I was as a person. I mean, instantly when I was born, I was given my father's name. So I'm the second, and I knew who I was because I was my father's child. But internally, I always felt like something was missing inside of me. I grew up in Detroit, Michigan, which is predominantly black, but yet I don't look black, even though I am black. So my father's black and my mom is Korean. They met in the military. We had soul food for Thanksgiving, but also Korean food for Thanksgiving. And it was a good blend between the two. But yet, for some reason, I always felt like an outsider, feeling othered. And growing up in Detroit didn't really help a lot more because we had white America, which is the majority American culture. So I grew up in these three different cultures almost, not knowing how to fit in, how to integrate them, how to really put myself into it. And yet I just decided to assimilate and join American culture, which is the majority culture. For my entire life, it was only me and my sisters that I really knew who were identifying as two or more. I felt so alone. We all felt alone. We never talked about it because we didn't have the language for it. We didn't know how to communicate the pain that we felt or the loneliness or the otherness that we felt. And it wasn't until March 2022 when Becky Lee, the Move Out director, she invited me to join a cohort with a workshop class called Living Undivided. And it was through Living Undivided that I realized I was living divided within myself. I was invited to go to California on this Asian American civil rights culture trip. And it was through that trip that I finally learned Asian American history. Something that I identified every single day. I would tell people, yeah, I'm Asian and black, but yet I didn't really even know my own history here in America. And so I found myself on my knees in my bedroom one day, just crying, torn, not knowing how to fully identify, not knowing where I lean. Did I lean on the black side? Did I lean on Asian side? How do I support my black brothers and sisters, yet not having the skin tone, saying I am black, but yet carrying the DNA that I am black? And then my Asian brothers and sisters, not knowing the language, which is so huge for the Asian community, and yet feeling like an imposter because I don't speak the language. And so I just found myself so torn, and I just prayed and I said, Lord, who do you call me to be? I don't believe that you make mistakes, but yet I feel like something's wrong with me. The most recent thing that he has spoken to me was to start a nonprofit called Two or More. Being two or more simply means having two or more racial ethnic identities. And that is the box I choose every single time that I fill out whatever it is that I have to check a box for racial category. I check the box two or more. And so now I'm in a place where I feel like the Lord is finally using my pain for his glory and for his platform, for me to gather his people together to really just bring us together so we can love each other, love ourselves, and then bring his sons and daughters closer together.